Hey everybody, Shoujo slash Sora201 here, however you know me as. Hi. So currently I have 210 followers? What? What? Also what? Like, you people are so nice, oh my god. Yeah, first of all, thank you, because that's awfully nice of you. I feel very special. But I'm here to say thank you to all of you lovely people, because people have asked me, like, how did you do your goggles? How did you do your vest, Shoujo? Well, I'm gonna tell you, random citizen. This is a tutorial of how you could make a rabbit cosplay. This is how I made my rabbit cosplay. So if you want to know some juicy secrets, here they are, just for you. And I also apologize for the lighting, about this gonna be a noise. That's my bathroom light, because this lighting, this apartment sucks. And you can't even see beautiful people's faces behind me. But I swear they're there. It's a sea-powered giraffe. That's how you know I'm a fan, because I have a giant poster on my wall. Okay, let's get started. Well, to start first, talk about the hat. Probably one of the most important parts, I think. The actual hat I got at Spirit Halloween, around, you know, Halloween time. Just a basic black top hat. I can do better, and I like to. But I think it was $10, not even, like pretty cheap. But it looks like Rabbit's hat, so it works for me now. The goggles are another story. The actual goggles themselves I bought at a warehouse supply store on the internet for a whole $6. Look, you'll find it, I promise. And they actually came to me as a green plastic, and I painted over them because they're not green goggles, they're brass goggles. And then for the actual parts, Bunny had mentioned in a live stream or some other kind of video that someone made the actual goggles for Bunny, and then he's like, let's just paint these over and make them look cool, and so that's what he did. And so he doesn't know really how they were constructed, according to one of the live streams that I heard. So you can do whatever you want really to make your goggles. What I actually used, I had an empty little spice container, not this size of course, but it was empty, and I thought, hey, this fits right onto the size of my goggle. How perfect would that be if I just cut off a section, painted it, and glued it on, and then that's how I got my goggles. Go search around your pantry if you have any empty little jars, anything like, you know, any kind of bottles, anything of this nature. Like, this would be a pretty good cap for where the blue would come out. This is actually soy sauce. But any kind of caps, any kind of little, anything. Well, I look for old bottles would be your best bet. Plastic, because then you could cut it up, and this is thin plastic too, so which helps. Also, if you could see this part here, there's actual grooves in this part of my goggles, and that's because I went and took, again, one of the spice jar, and I cut off this top part where it would screw into the cap, and I thought, hey, that's a pretty cool looking design, and let's just put it on, because it looks really cool, and it'll make these goggles my own, and have a little flare on them or whatever, and I think it looks really cool, honestly. So I have a spice jar, and then a regular little bottle cap, actually, for the top. And then paint-wise, I actually just used, I had this around my house, and so I used it. Folk Art, pure gold. It is acrylic. So I did a base coat of the gold color, and then my workplace had a lot of paints around, and so I kind of just opened up the paint drawer, went to town on these in my spare time, and just used like browns and yellows, browns, blues, yellows, whites, just a bunch of colors to make it look all faded, and not, to look more brassy, of course, because, you know, the gold is not brass. And then I took a Sharpie and made all the swirls and the intricate designs on there afterwards, and then just a blue. I wish there was a light in here. It actually is hollow on the inside. So if you were technically advanced, you could put a light in there. I wish I had that knowledge. But it is hollow, so that's, if you want to do that, you can go ahead and do that. I put some blue paint on the end of it because I'm just a simple film major, okay? Lastly, with the whole goggles and hat portion of the cosplay, the original goggles come with an elastic band to go around your head, of course. And if you look at close-up pictures of Rabbit's hat, there's the goggles are actually attached with a belt, and I found, I don't even know if you could, yeah, you could kind of see that. I found a really thin black belt at my Goodwill. I had to saw through the holes in the goggles to make it fit to the belt to fit in. But that's how these are on here now. The rubber band is gone. And that's your hat and brass goggles to start off with. I'll always start with the hardest thing, right? Oh well. Moving on.